Hello, royal folks. Nice to see you all back here again. Royal news and analysis for the day. Sign up for my regular, for a time, doses of royal news and analysis, princeandrewannews.substack.com. So without wasting time on any further detail, let's move forward, and first of all I would like to give a very big thanks to you all for showing infinitely love and supporting. If you haven't subscribed already, come on guys. Subscribe now. Also, do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Also, if you like our stuff and want to be that much closer to us, be sure to support us over at Patreon. This is where we post all of our exclusive behind the scenes, early access and really connect with you. Check out the link in the description. Into today's royal update we go. Most recently, Prince William has taken another leaf from the late Queen's book and turned for help to Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Prince William, in an old-fashioned show of royal unity, had brought his cousins together to support and embellish his big garden party at Buckingham Palace. This gesture highlights the strength of family ties while confirming the way in which his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, was so accepting. Throughout her time on the throne, the Queen often called on wider family members to help cope with the sheer number of royal duties and engagements. Senior members of the royal family, such as in earlier years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, were run off their feet with duties and could not cope with the number of engagements and duties that needed to be undertaken, and they required a rest. In order to somewhat relieve this enormous strain, to her good sense Queen Elizabeth II turned, and started using the services of her peripheral relatives, Duke of Kent and Prince Richard. This was equal to the deliberate and strategic action towards ensuring all royal duties were dutifully carried out, and it helped to bring the royal family together and give them a sense of identity and perform functions together as a family. This lasting legacy of cooperation and family support was very much in evidence with Prince William's recent move to have Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie join him in playing host at last week's garden party. The gathering was more than a social event, it was a show of continuity and tradition in the British monarchy. It underlined the significance of those familial bonds and the mutual sense of duty to the crown. This garden party was also a nod to the way in which the royal family has evolved. New generations move forward to take on major roles, bringing with them new views and new energy. In doing so, Prince William is not only staying true to the tradition set by his grandmother, but he is also creating a more modern and communal monarchy. Prince William comes out of this looking like an adherent to the values and practices set down by his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, after all. Alamy Prince Charles seeks help from Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, who were left off order of precedence by approaching Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Prince Charles is ensuring royal duties continue to be done with dignity and solidarity. Not only does this strengthen family ties, it reinforces the bond between monarchy and nation, a gazing relationship in which we look up to the royals as symbols of continuity and stability. Prince William's recent move to include his cousins Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Zara Tindall, and Mike Tindall in royal engagements has been likened to being half in, half out. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle notably presented this idea in their 2020 plan to step back from their roles as senior royals. But the situation with William's cousins is very different than that of Harry and Meghan. The only differences are their positions and intentions. The arrangement highlights the differences between William's cousins, neither of whom are senior working royals nor models of a dual royal and commercial role pursued by Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan's suggestion has been blocked by the half-in, half-out stance that the royal family has adopted, and the royal family are ruling out any chance of a compromise. Non-working family members can still be invited to events, the Daily Beast reports. William, according to a source close to the family, wants to extend similar invites in a way that his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, did once upon a time. Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Zara, and Mike Tindall all have regular jobs and do royal work unofficially. This setup means that they are in a position to support the monarchy without taking on the duties and scrutiny that come with being full-time working royals. They love the men as well as the institution which they have grown up with, serving the current King Charles III too and Prince William, both. Prince William is understood to have taken an inclusive approach to his decision, wanting to preserve family unity and the poles of tradition within the royal family. Not only does it pay tribute to his grandmother, but it bonds the younger generation of royals by involving his cousins in his special day. Such a maneuver, it is suggested, could help bring the monarchy into the 21st century by showing that it has the capacity to deal with the world as it is now, even if it refuses to abandon its heritage. The day after attending a garden party, Princess Beatrice said back on Instagram, "Come rain or shine, I was honored to support my grandmother today at the Buckingham Palace garden party and to meet some of the recipients of the Queen's Awards for Enterprise that were announced in April." The way she speaks shows the pride and duty she and her cousins feel about being part of these events, albeit unofficially. Therefore, Prince William including his cousins in royal events is, for the most part, a clever compromise of tradition and novelty. Illustrative of the importance of royal family solidarity and standing together. In walking this line between the traditional and those more modern notions, Prince William puts into practice the inclusive ethic his grandmother worked so hard to make a part of the royal DNA. Dr. Carolyn Harris, a historian at the University of Toronto, noted that when King Charles III took up his throne in 2022, he pictured a monarchy cut back to a royal core, and that plan would be particularly alive and well. Dr. Harris said to CBC News, "There was a different policy in the reign of King Charles, with great focus on the monarch and the heir to the throne. What William does may look like stepping out of this picture, but he is actually doing much to ensure that his own involvement with the life of the nation becomes a continuation of the policy laid down by his father rather than a deviation from it." William's decision to include his cousins is said to be a nod to the time-honored tradition that his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, leaves behind, of a close-knit and interdependent royal family. This is a way to respect the past and work with the structure that currently exists within the monarchy. William is building unity and continuity by getting non-working royals involved, emulating a tactic his grandmother had deployed well to deal with the demanding royal business. It is seen as a move to keep the royal family down to earth and in touch with public affair and implications for their present-day role. The involvement of Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Zara Tindall and Mike Tindall in royal occasions fulfills a number of needs. This enables the monarchy to be present for the opening of new buildings, hospital visits and other public events without burdening the working royals with an unmanageable workload. This is an example of the family being able to unite and rally around one another, which looks good PR-wise. Events such as the Buckingham Palace Garden Party show their dedication to the public and the links to the communities they serve. This dedication is encapsulated by a recent Instagram post from Princess Beatrice, who talked about how she was looking forward to not only supporting her family, but meeting those who have helped out in their communities. "Rain or shine, I was delighted to be there to support my family in meeting some incredible people who work so hard to make this country a better place. Thank you to all the wonderful volunteers," she wrote, topping the caption with a crown emoji. Overall, Prince William's plan to enjoy royal events together with his cousins amongst royal events is a smart move that carries on the Queen Elizabeth II practice, though nevertheless continuing to evolve the royal family. Imbues family unity and ensures the royal family remains in the public eye, a system that maintains tradition while more than adequately nods at modernity, showing that the people still have power to reshape the anachronistic machinery of covered carriages and flaxen legions. Well, that wraps up this latest news, everyone. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Obviously we have to just wait and see until that point. Speaking of which, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a hot royal scoop. It's as simple as that. Until next time, hasta la vista.